This is Barry Zalma speaking for Claim School Incorporated's newsletter, Zalma's Insurance Fraud Letter for October 1, 2025. This being volume 29, issue number 19 of Zalma's Insurance Fraud Letter, the source for the insurance fraud professional. Insurance fraud and Zalma's Insurance Fraud Letter is continuing its 29th year of publication dedicated to those involved in reducing the effect of insurance fraud. ZIFL is published 24 times a year by Claim School and is written by me. It is provided free to anyone who visits the site at the link provided in the blog. The contents of the October 1, 2025 issue of ZIFL includes, first, another anniversary, October 1, 1979 through 2025. 45 years ago today, I left the world of the employed and became an entrepreneur by opening my own law firm. The law practice was incorporated shortly thereafter as Barry Zalma Incorporated. When I opened for business on October 1, 1979, I had no clients and no certainty that I would have any in the future. I had borrowed money from the bank to carry me through the first 6 months and was concerned about my ability to pay the loan with my third child about to be born. Much to my surprise and pleasure, on October 1, 1979, at 8:10 a.m., the best claims handler in the London market, Alan Warboys, called from London and provided me with my first case as an independent lawyer to represent Certain Underwriters at Lloyd's, London. He and the Lloyd's underwriters he represented showed faith in me as a lawyer and an insurance expert. Alan is now and will forever be my first client and a good friend now that we are both a little older and not working as hard. You can read the full article and the full 25 pages of this issue of ZIFL at the link provided in Adobe PDF format. Next is an article entitled "Lie on an Application About Your Primary Residence is a Ground for Rescission." Plaintiff Homesite Insurance Company moved for summary judgment seeking a judicial declaration that it was entitled to rescission of defendant Zhenjiang homeowners insurance policy and enter summary judgment in its favor on Mr. Zhang's bad faith counterclaims. In the case entitled Homesite Insurance versus Zhenjiang, the United States District Court for the District of Arizona on September 16, 2024, explained an insurer's right to rescission. You can read the full article and the full 25 pages of this issue of ZIFL at the link provided. Then there's an article on Moore, McClenny, Mosley and Associates, this being the 36th installment of the saga of McClenny, Mosley and Associates and its problems with the federal courts in the state of Louisiana and what appeared to be an effort to profit from what some magistrate and district judges indicate may be criminal conduct to profit from insurance claims relating to hurricane damage to the public of the state of Louisiana. In August of 2024, several MMA cases received an identical order as was found in Robert versus Hartford Casualty, where the court ordered dismissal of the case and ordered that plaintiff reserves all rights against former counsel McClendon, Mosley and Associates, and the resolution of the attorney fee, expense, and cost issues. You can read that full article in the full 25 pages of this issue at the link provided. Finally, we next talk about worldwide insurance fraud. In an article by Kenneth Arullo on September 16, 2024 in Reinsurance Business magazine, Mr. Arullo reports on the fact that fraud remains a top concern for insurers worldwide, according to the findings of the Reinsurance Group of America 2024 Global Claims Fraud Survey. You can read his entire article at the link provided. Next is an article called Intentional Arson, Even for Mental Health Assistance, Requires Jail. Hunter Hipp pleaded guilty to first-degree arson after intentionally setting fire in the kitchen and living room of his apartment. He notified the district court in writing of his intent to move for dispositional or durational departure from the presumptive sentence, and at sentencing argued exclusively that he was particularly amenable to probation because he was basically nuts. You can read the full article in the full 25 pages of this issue of ZIFL at the link provided. Next is an article entitled Insurance Fraud is a Serious Crime, and Why Insurance Fraud is Not Taken Seriously by Police and Prosecutors. State insurance departments near the turn of the century recognized that insurance fraud is a serious crime, taking multiple billions of dollars from the insurance industry. Local police and prosecutors were not concerned even after insurance fraud was made a felony because no one suffered physical injury or death. Insurance fraud just cost a lot of money to insurers who were perceived as extremely wealthy and mere victimizers than victims. You can read the whole article and the full 25 pages of the issue of ZIFL at the link provided. Next is a listing of health insurance fraud convictions, starting with behavioral health care company executive who pleaded guilty to health care fraud. Miguel Saravia, 42, of Hanson, pleaded guilty to 6 counts of health care fraud. U.S. District Court Judge Allison D. Burroughs scheduled sentencing for January 2. You can read the full article and the full 25 pages of this issue of ZIFL at the link provided. Next is an article entitled Public Adjuster and Fraud, where a 2001 case entitled Chubb & Sons versus Consoli, a public adjuster was involved in a scheme with one of Chubb's adjusters to intentionally inflate a claim and then pay Chubb's adjuster to approve the claim. The insured's public adjuster was later convicted on charges of mail and tax fraud, and Chubb's representative was found guilty of defrauding Chubb. You can read the full article and the full 25 pages of ZIFL at the link provided. Next is convictions of other than health insurance fraud, starting with a case about a ghost broker who was sentenced. Mohammed Choudhary, 33, who sold invalid insurance policies and tried to take out car insurance for himself by covering up his driving offenses and using a fake no-claims discount certificate, was sentenced to 2 years in prison, suspended for 2 years at Inner London Crown Court on 13 September 2024. He is subject to a 6-month curfew, which runs daily from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. and is monitored by an electronic tag. He must also complete 150 hours of unpaid work and pay £1,630 in costs. You can read the full article and the full 25 pages of ZIFL at the link provided. Finally, there's an article about insurance policy appraisals and fraud, and you can read that in the full article at the link provided. Thank you for your attention.